Session. So now I would like to speak about the program certification. And Karam, can you nod your head if you can see that on the screen? Yes.
Not yet. No.
Not yet?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, yes.
Now, yes. Okay, great. Perfect. Okay, so the program certification is optional for people who join the registry. It's not necessary because it has a fee. But it's available to anyone who has joined the registry. The aim of this certification is to promote quality around the world. So it will recognize programs that meet a minimum quality standard. The standards are based on ICCPR's consensus statement, as well as our review of quality indicators and standards and performance measures. Are variably called different things of different associations around the world. Programs who are recognized as certified by ICCPR receive a certificate with the logo and their name. They receive a toolkit to advertise that to media, via social media, via email, in their institution, etc. And your name would be included on our website and shared on all of our social media channels, of which there are 4 or 5. The certification itself is governed by an 8-member committee with global and multidisciplinary representation, and you've met a few of those already today. We have also Jonathan David and Jonathan Gallagher. I see Diane Galama are all on the call today, and I maybe have missed some because there's too many to fit on my screen. So we do have representation on this committee from the ICCPR executive as well as the registry executive. And the terms of reference are developed, but to be finalized and voted on yet. So to apply, you need to be participating in ICCPR's registry. And the reason for that is that the program survey includes variables that tell us, or questions that tell us about your quality. And also the registry data itself, we can use to see how your patients are doing and what quality or what gains they're making. So it's going to be a very easy process to be certified because we're just going to basically use a lot of the data that you've already given us. We do ask that programs, if possible, that apply have some kind of linkage to ICCPR. So if maybe you're in a country that has a friend or an association that's part of ICCPR, for example, and that's just so that we can maintain a relationship with you during the 3 years that you're certified until the recertification process. But again, if it's not possible, we'll just see what we can explore, and that doesn't preclude you from applying. We do also ask that one member is certified with ICCPR's Cardiac Rehab Foundation certification, which is available at that website. And that basically is about an 8-hour online training that covers each of the core components of cardiac rehab and ends with a multiple choice test. So here are the fees for the certification. So these fees are in US dollars. You can see that there's a sliding scale. So depending on the country income classification where you reside, but also the source of funding of your program, the fees will be different. The fee is good for 3 years. If you kind of are close to the standard but don't quite make it, and we think that you can with some changes, you can reattempt at 50% of the original cost. And then at 3 years, you will be able to reapply. You won't need to be part of the registry at that time. We'll use documentation and a site visit to confirm quality, but that will be a 70% of the original fee to do the recertification. Now, these costs are not for us to make a profit. This is the cost we need to support the registry maintenance fees. So through a grant that Karam and I, and thanks greatly to Karam for securing, we were able to pay for the development of the registry, but the maintenance fees in future, we do need to secure funds to support that, and just the administration of the certification itself. So there are 13 quality standards that are assessed through the certification process. They can be found on our website. 2 of them are mandatory, and that is that your program is comprehensive, so it's more than just exercise. And secondly, that you have cardiac emergency policies in place. Of the 13, to be certified, your program needs to meet 70% of them. Again, all 13 are found on the website, but here you can see a sampling of some of them. So again, some of them are related to the structure and processes at your program, such as having a multidisciplinary team, that you assess risk factors. And then again, some are patient level that we can assess through the registry, such as program completion rates, functional capacity increases, exercise behavior, and knowledge. So the process to apply for certification is, so again, after you've had a certain amount of data in the registry, you email us. Again, this is all on the website, but you email us with some information, such as, again, your country, your link to ICCPR, the language that you might want your site visit, and attaching, a few documents. And then we'll check your data that we have with that approval and go ahead to see which of the 13 standards are met. So most of them can be assessed through the variables that we have. And then if it looks like you meet these standards, then we schedule a 2-hour site visit. And a member of the ICCPR community and the ICRR secretary would come on with you, and you would show us things like your exercise space, sample charts, while maintaining privacy, of course. We'd like to meet your multidisciplinary team, see your policies and procedures, and get a sense of your patient education during that time. And then we would render a decision to you whether you met the standards, if you're close and a reattempt can be made, or you did not meet the standards at this time. So again, that whole process is outlined on our website. So that's kind of an overview of that. And I'd like to now invite questions and comments from you, the community. So I'm not hearing many questions. I can show you the page on the website as well. So when you go to the ICCPR website, so the registry drop downs here, and then the certification is for the program is right here. So you navigate to this page, and you can find the policies and procedures, the requirements, the fees, and then here are the standards again. So the 13 are counted out there. Here's your process to apply. Here's the virtual site visit procedures. And then here's our decisions that come out to you. Here's information about recertification. And then here's the members of the steering committee as we mentioned. So everything is clear. Wow. That's a first. Oh no, we have questions now. Okay, Dr. Farheen.
Yes, Sherry. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, well.
Thank you for this very informative presentation. I wanted to ask you about the provider certification. Is it necessary for program certification?
So to have one patient certified through the program, sorry, it is necessary to have one of your staff only to be certified through that. Yeah, so just one person on the team.
But this is not a requirement for the registry?
No, not to be part of the registry, no.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and if there's some kind of barrier to that, like certainly please write us and we can talk about that. So I guess the goal is to make sure that we have a sense that the staff at your program have knowledge, some expertise in cardiac rehab and kind of across the various components. So I think that's the standard that we're getting at there. Yeah.
So it's different from the AACVPR certification for cardiac rehab.
It is different, yeah. So the AACVPR is obviously excellent quality, and we speak with them regularly. And but their certification for programs and providers is, we would say, kind of more advanced. It's because it's more specific to a high income setting. It's also very specific to their regulations and policies in the United States, which obviously aren't relevant in other places. Some of them. And the cost is much higher for the AACVPR. So our costs are lower because, again, we're looking to support low resource programs. So, yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Dr. Adil? Dr. Adil?
This is Nabila. This is Dr. Nabila. Hi.
Oh, hi, Nabila. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Good. Good.
For giving this such an elaborative, and we try to absorb as much as we can, but then I think we might be bombarding with you questions later on.
Oh, no. Yes,
once
please.
once we absorb. So
Yeah.
we are also very excited to be part of this, and we'll try our level best because we also are in still teething issues and at very preliminary level, as I sent you our video. But then me and my 2 team members are here with you. Fareen, who was just speaking to you, is our cardiopulmonary therapist, and then Beenish is there. So, and Dr. Hai is our PG 3 resident of rehab medicine. So, we as a team, we will try our level best, and but we'll be in touch with you.
Great. I look forward to hearing from you and supporting you to be a part. And it's great everyone on your team is so engaged. We're grateful.
But we are equally, because you just gave us a chance and we jumped in. We just didn't want to miss the boat.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too. Dr. Adil?
Thank you so much, but things are quite clear now. Thank you so much for the question.
Okay, it's answered. Okay, great. Yeah, and Maria, so we have some sites in India that are quite close as well. So it's been great to work with those sites to support them to be on board. Yeah, I mean, Malaysia, we do have sites coming on with interest from around the world. I think, Carol, maybe we're at about 15 sites now that have expressed their interest and are at various stages of getting approval and getting onboarded. We have our Qatar onboarding this week, and we have next week the Iranian onboarding. So it's a very exciting time. Okay, so with that, I just want to remind everyone to please consult our website where you can find this information, because I apologize, I speak very quickly. I just get very excited about this. But we are here to answer your questions as well. So check the website or contact us at these email addresses. We are on Twitter, and we have these hashtags, so you can kind of follow along about the registry and about certification and the latest news if you are a person that uses Twitter. But again, we're here to support, and I hope you got to put a face to the names of the people that will be here to help you. And maybe we'll be back on another webinar in future talking about some of the data quality resources that we can share and how we can support you further in your journey with your program. So thank you very much for your attention, and yeah, we'll look forward to hearing from you